Boom, rocks in the room. Hey, I wish you hadn't done that. And then I'm going to tie into a little bit about mortgage forbearance for you. On today's hot tips for the hot IA and real estate news for real people today. Hot IA, homeowner of the information age. Somebody who's really more interested in learning about how to maximize their profit and minimize their stress with their greatest investment in the sale thereof. Especially if you do not like, don't trust, or don't see the value of real estate agents in this day and age. It's not rocket science. You can do it yourself. And I'm here to teach you how. I'm Rock, Florida. Everything that you need to sell a house is down below in the links. Come and get it. I want everybody to have this information. It's here for you. And the use of knowledge is power. So do ask questions, folks. Question the suggestion. Comment, like, dislike, subscribe to my YouTube channel. A lot of good stuff there that you wish you would have known before you need to know it. So, hot tips for the hot IA today. We are on to number 54 of 101. I wish you hadn't done that. And I'm going to be talking about, undertaking major renovations prior to the sale of your house. You may want to do that out of the goodness of your heart and to leave it better than you found it, or to do those things you'd always wanted to do. Make it right. But really, I cannot tell you how many dozens of times I've watched really conscientious home sellers that their dogs have torn up their floors, the kids have torn up their floors and their paint or what. And they ask me, should I, replace all the floors and paint all the walls? Well, maybe not. Here's the deal. You're going to replace the floors with what? What you would like, what HGTV tells you is hottest and best in the resale market. However, I cannot tell you how many dozens of times people have done that, spent 5 figures on fixing their floors to what they would like, and the buyer comes in, and one of the first things they say is, I really don't care for the floors, right? Or the color of paint. Make allowances for those things if you need to at the front end. Tell people what they're going to want to do with the property that you are not willing to actually invest in on their behalf. These are things that, sound common sense. However, it's not. It's not so common. And I'm here to give you some unconventional wisdom. Thanks for checking everything out that I'm putting out. I really do appreciate all the comments and the questions that have come through. But when it comes to investing in your property, especially flooring, paint, major renovations, really think about it from the other side and be prepared to make allowance for those things. If you tell people that the floors are really rough because you've been looking at them forever and think that carpet needs to be replaced, guess what? They oftentimes come in and say, it's really not that bad. I like them just fine. My kids are going to tear them up too. So, hot tip for the hot IA number 54 to you today. And now segueing into real estate news for real people, I wanted to touch a little bit on mortgage forbearance. And what is mortgage forbearance? A lot of folks have been hit with a lot of economic challenges and through the whole corona season here, and understanding coming from the government to defer mortgage payments or rent and such like that. Forbearance is when your mortgage servicer or lender allows you to pause or reduce your mortgage payments for a limited time while you build back your finances. For most loans, there will be no additional fees, penalties, or additional interest beyond the scheduled amounts added to your account, and you do not need to submit supplemental additional information or documentation to qualify for these things. You just tell your service provider you have a pandemic-related financial hardship and you should be on the greasy skids to getting that happening. Now, it doesn't mean they're forgiven or erased, folks. You're still obligated to repay any missed payments. And in most cases, they can be repaid over time or when you refinance or sell your home. And here's where I really want to get into some of the gist of where I think that people are really going to be hit backwards from this particular enterprise. See, some folks maybe haven't made a payment for 6 or 8 months. Now, we're just going to do the math. They've been building up equity. Now they have to sell. We're going to say they have 9 months of forborne payments, right? At $1,000 a month, that's another $9,000, AKA coming out of your pocket when you sell it or refinance it. So I think there's going to be a lot of short sales coming up here in the near future where people don't have the same equity that they would have had if they had kept with their scheduled payments, and then they are in a position in which they need to sell. So beware that forbearance does not mean forgiven. Okay. And this is one of those occasions where it's not going to be simpler to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. So that's real estate news for real people today, folks. And if you have questions or comments regarding any of my content, always feel free to reach out, and do come and get everything you need in the links below to succeed in selling your house on your own, or even negotiate more with your agency to get a better service for a better value. That's it for today. I do pray blessings on you and your house, and make it a great day. All right. Bye-bye.